In the prehistoric tapestry of human evolution, the Neanderthals stand out as a species renowned for their strength, ingenuity, and adaptability. Imagine a time when these ancient humans not only shared the landscape with other hominins but also coexisted with the mightiest of predators, lions and tigers. In this speculative yet compelling narrative, we explore what might have happened if Neanderthals found themselves in direct confrontation with these apex predators. Could they have fought off a charging lion or a stalking tiger? What tools and strategies would have allowed them to survive in such a dangerous environment? And is there any archaeological evidence hinting that such epic clashes might have once occurred? The idea of Neanderthals facing off against large cats is both fascinating and terrifying. Neanderthals were physically robust, with powerful builds and formidable endurance, traits that undoubtedly helped them hunt large game and withstand the harsh conditions of Ice Age Europe and Asia. Their lives were a constant struggle for survival against not only the elements but also a myriad of dangerous animals. Predatory big cats, including lions and tigers, roamed many of the same regions. These felines were perfectly adapted for ambush and pursuit hunting, armed with sharp claws, powerful muscles, and an innate stealth that made them deadly adversaries. In such a perilous ecosystem, every encounter with a predator could mean the difference between life and death. When picturing a confrontation between a Neanderthal and a big cat, one must consider the strengths and weaknesses on both sides. Neanderthals were known for their physical prowess and the use of sophisticated tools, which they crafted from stone, bone, and wood. Their robust frames and large, muscular bodies suggest that they could hold their own in hand-to-hand combat. They were also capable of cooperative behavior, hunting in groups to take down large prey. In contrast, lions and tigers were solitary or group predators with evolutionary adaptations designed for swift and lethal attacks. Their combat strategies relied on surprise, speed, and raw power, traits that would have made any encounter with them incredibly dangerous for an unarmed human. The key to Neanderthal survival in such encounters would likely have been their ability to craft and wield tools as weapons. Stone-tipped spears, for example, could have provided the necessary reach and lethality to keep a charging lion or an ambushing tiger at bay. Evidence from archaeological sites suggests that Neanderthals were capable of producing finely crafted tools with precision, indicating that they might have been able to fashion not only spears but also other forms of defensive armaments. These tools could have been used to create barriers, launch surprise counterattacks, or even serve as traps to protect their campsites from prowling predators. Moreover, the cooperative nature of Neanderthal social groups could have allowed them to coordinate their defenses, forming tight-knit circles during nocturnal vigils or when foraging in open areas. One can envision a scenario in which a Neanderthal group, while foraging near a river or clearing, is suddenly besieged by a pride of lions or a lone, stealthy tiger. In the face of such imminent danger, the individuals in the group might have quickly assembled their stone-tipped spears, improvised clubs, and perhaps even fashioned rudimentary shields from animal hides or wood. Working together, they could have created a defensive perimeter, using their numbers to compensate for the ferocity of the big cats. The element of surprise might have been crucial here. If a Neanderthal group could detect the predators before they attacked, they would have had a chance to retreat into a defensible position, perhaps a cave or a natural formation that offered protection from the predator's charges. Archaeological evidence, while not definitive, offers tantalizing clues that Neanderthals and large carnivores may have interacted in violent and potentially lethal ways. Fossilized remains of Neanderthals have been found with cut marks and signs of butchery, indicating that they not only hunted large game but also scavenged from carcasses left behind by other predators. In some sites, the coexistence of large carnivore remains and Neanderthal artifacts suggests that these interactions were part of the daily struggle for survival. Moreover, certain sites have yielded evidence of trauma on Neanderthal bones that some researchers interpret as the result of animal attacks. While it is impossible to say with absolute certainty that a Neanderthal ever fended off an attack from a lion or tiger, the patterns of injury observed in the fossil record hint at a life lived on the razor's edge, where every encounter with a predator could result in grievous harm. The survival strategies employed by Neanderthals in the face of such formidable adversaries likely extended beyond mere physical combat. Cognitive abilities, such as planning and foresight, would have played a crucial role. Neanderthals may have learned from each encounter, developing an intuitive understanding of predator behavior and honing techniques to avoid direct confrontations whenever possible. They might have used natural features of the landscape, cliffs, dense forests, or riverbanks, to channel predators into areas where they could be more easily managed. There is evidence that Neanderthals were highly adaptable, modifying their behavior and toolkits in response to changing environmental conditions and the presence of dangerous animals. In this hypothetical clash between Neanderthals and big cats, the outcome would have depended on a multitude of factors: the size and strength of the predator, the number and coordination of the human defenders, the availability of effective tools, and the immediate environment in which the encounter took place. If a lone Neanderthal were to confront a charging lion or tiger without any support, the odds would be overwhelmingly against survival. However, in a scenario where a small band of Neanderthals could work together, their combined physical strength and strategic use of tools might just offer a fighting chance. The collective defense strategy, combined with the use of elevated positions and natural barriers, could turn the tide of battle, allowing these ancient humans to repel the apex predators that roamed their world. Some researchers have proposed that the constant threat of large carnivores may have driven Neanderthals to innovate in ways that helped them not only survive but also thrive in hostile environments. The development of more advanced hunting tools, the establishment of fortified living sites, and the emergence of complex social structures may have all been responses to the pressures exerted by predators. In this light, the hypothetical encounters with lions and tigers were not merely random acts of violence but integral components of the evolutionary pressures that shaped Neanderthal behavior, culture, and technology. The very need to defend against such formidable foes may have spurred advancements in cooperative strategies and the refinement of tool-making skills, setting the stage for the eventual emergence of even more sophisticated human societies. Throughout this extensive exploration, it is important to acknowledge that while the notion of Neanderthals engaging in full-scale battles with lions and tigers is deeply speculative, it is rooted in a plausible interpretation of the challenges they faced in a perilous, predator-rich landscape. The interplay between human ingenuity and the raw power of nature is a recurring theme in our evolutionary history, and the potential for conflict between Neanderthals and big cats serves as a dramatic illustration of this dynamic. It is a reminder that our ancestors lived in a world where every day was a struggle against the forces of nature, where survival often depended on the ability to innovate and work together in the face of overwhelming odds. In reflecting on this hypothetical scenario, one cannot help but marvel at the resilience and adaptability of Neanderthals. Despite the daunting presence of apex predators like lions and tigers, they managed to carve out a niche for themselves in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. Their ability to develop and refine tools, to form tight social bonds, and to learn from their encounters with dangerous animals speaks to a level of sophistication that continues to intrigue scientists and historians today. The echoes of those ancient battles, whether they resulted in triumph or tragedy, are woven into the fabric of our own evolutionary story, a story that underscores the relentless drive to survive against all odds. As we ponder the vivid image of a Neanderthal group fending off a pride of lions or a solitary tiger, we are reminded of the unpredictable nature of life in the prehistoric world. It was an era defined by constant struggle, where every encounter held the potential for both extraordinary innovation and heartbreaking loss. The tools and strategies that Neanderthals developed were not merely means of survival, they were expressions of a deep, innate desire to overcome the challenges posed by a world dominated by nature's most fearsome creatures. In the end, the hypothetical battles between Neanderthals and big cats serve as a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity, a spirit that, against the odds, rose to meet the challenges of an unforgiving world. In conclusion, while there is no definitive archaeological record that confirms a full-scale war between Neanderthals and lions or tigers, the evidence of close interactions, injuries, and the remarkable ingenuity of these ancient humans paints a picture of a time when every day was a battle for survival. Neanderthals, equipped with stone-tipped spears, an acute awareness of their environment, and a capacity for group cooperation, may well have had the means to fend off an attack from a lion or tiger in certain circumstances. Yet, the outcome of such encounters would have been uncertain and fraught with peril. This speculative exploration not only invites us to reimagine the fierce realities of prehistoric life but also honors the remarkable resilience and resourcefulness of our ancient relatives, whose legacy continues to inspire and fascinate us today.